have to remember that Gaza continues to be under occupation. Israel might lie and say the occupation doesn't exist, but it controls the borders, the airspace, and the sea across Gaza. This is an occupation. The United Nations has called it an occupation. Speak to any Palestinian in Gaza who's not allowed to leave when they want or enter when they want, and you will know it's an illegal military occupation.
We hear a lot in the media that Israel is just defending itself, Israel has the right to defend itself. But it's important to actually understand that we are talking here about one of the strongest militaries in the world. We saw just a couple of days ago the United States deciding to sell more weapons of its own stockpiles that are held in Israel to the Israeli military.
This situation cannot continue for Palestinians. The siege cannot continue, and Israel's ongoing apartheid regime has to end, whether in the West Bank, where people are having to live under the shadow of a major apartheid wall, or for Palestinian refugees like myself that have a right to return to our homelands. Again, our appeal is to ordinary people around the world to boycott Israel, boycott Israeli products, push your governments to stop arming Israel, hold the corporations that are profiting from the occupation to account, and join the BDS movement today.
Ordinary people around Britain can make a huge difference in this campaign, both by boycotting Israeli goods and making it known to the places that you shop, going and speaking to the supermarket owners and managers saying you will not buy Israeli goods, but also contacting your local MP and saying this is a key issue. We've got the general election coming up next year. Palestine is a key issue. How is your MP going to vote? How is your MP going to make their voice heard? That's what we want people to do across the country.
Moving out of this, we're going to reach a point where we see the kind of change that we saw in South Africa, particularly around South African apartheid, and see that it becomes an issue that mobilizes people across towns, across small country villages everywhere, and actually take seriously the struggle to end the Israeli occupation policies, allow refugees the right to return home, and also, very importantly, address the rights of Palestinian citizens of Israel who are still discriminated against within the state.
So War and Want has worked for over 30 years in Palestine alongside the Palestinian people, trying to forge a new future of justice and of peace. We work together with the local grassroots movements who are resisting the occupation, who are trying to say that the people of Palestine deserve better. We also have the campaigns that we run here in Britain supporting the BDS campaign, Boycott, Divestment and Sanctions against Israel until it is forced to comply with international law. It's by that political action that we can achieve change and justice for the Palestinian people in the long term.
But please do take action, because the situation is urgent. We cannot have any more death. The death rate is unspeakable at this stage. There's entire neighborhoods being wiped out. We have one of the strongest militaries in the world bombing the largest open-air prison where they are not allowing people to enter or leave. 1.8 million people are trapped in Gaza, and they don't just need your support, they need your solidarity today.
Justice! Justice!